So this is MSI's GS72. They sent it over for me to take a look at, and it's basically their updated version of the GS70, their 17.3-inch gaming laptop. We're going to take a look at it in this video, but basically it's a relatively slim and pretty awesome gaming laptop. Check out TechteamGB.co.uk for more awesome news, reviews and other stuff, including more information on this product and many more. Stick around for this awesome video. So MSI's GS range is definitely the more premium class of laptops with a nice build quality and cool aesthetic choices like the brushed aluminium and the kind of flares on the back of the clamshell. In terms of my model, I had an i7 6700 HQ as well as 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM, a GTX 970M, 256 gigs of SSD storage and a 1TB hard drive. Obviously this is configurable depending on which model you end up picking up. And also in terms of the screen, I got a 1080p model. I believe this is standard across all GS70 models, as the sort of 4K or higher resolution than 1080p panels aren't available in this size. But that's not really a problem for me, as I don't really like scaling things up, especially in Windows, as a lot of things don't still work. In terms of the panel itself, it has really nice viewing angles, both side to side and up and down, and color reproduction looks pretty good, so overall I'm impressed. In terms of I/O, you have headphone in and out as well as a hi-fi port and two USB 3 ports, two mini display ports, HDMI and Gigabit Ethernet, as well as a Kensington lock DC in and SD card reader and two more USB 3 ports. In terms of the keyboard and trackpad, it was okay. I personally prefer a British layout keyboard, and while I'll probably get a lot of stick for this, I still prefer the Windows key on the left hand side. I know that it's meant to be a gaming feature so that you don't accidentally press it, but I'd much rather have an FN and then one of the F keys, kind of an FN function, to turn the Windows key off, rather than effectively ruin the experience and making everything a lot more difficult, because I use a lot of Windows shortcuts, so I'd much rather prefer that on the left hand side and make it a normal experience, but other than that, it's not too bad. You can also control the 3-zone RGB lighting using the SteelSeries engine software, which is pretty easy. You do have to hit save, so make sure you do that to actually have it apply. You also have sound by Dynaudio, which is still pretty nice, although obviously a pair of headphones will still probably be an overall better experience, but it's still pretty good. In terms of performance, I'm overall pretty impressed with this as well. It's pretty much identical to the Aorus X3 that I took a look at not so long ago, because it's basically the same spec, but you're still going to see about 60 FPS, give or take sort of 10 FPS at ultra settings on pretty much any game at this point in time, so it's still pretty cool. And if you're looking for a nice performing laptop, especially one with a slightly bigger screen, this is probably a pretty good shout. In terms of temperatures, by the way, you're looking at around 70 to 80 degrees, maxing out about 85 depending on what surface you're on and what game you're playing, on both the CPU and the GPU, which for a gaming laptop isn't terrible, although I have seen better, including in smaller form factors, so that's something to be aware of. So overall, I'm pretty impressed with the GS72. It's a nice laptop, well built. There's a couple of things I would like you to know though. First of all, in terms of temperatures, they're a little bit strange at 70 to 80 degrees, considering the GS60 that I took a look at not too long ago, which has the same hardware spec in a smaller form factor, was seeing, I think, like 60 to 70 degrees, which is quite strange. It might just be the ambience and it might be my sort of testing scenario since I've moved, but overall, I just wanted to make a note. Also, in terms of the keyboard, it's not something that I personally I'm a huge fan of. It's not the sort of standard British layout or ISO layout, which is what I'm used to with all of the other devices in this house. So that would be nice, especially considering all other manufacturers seem to provide the ISO versions. And the keyboard did feel a little bit mushy this time. I'm not entirely sure if it's just because I'm so used to mechanical keyboards like my Razer Black Widow on my desk, or anything else, but I just want to make a note of that as well. And the trackpad felt, I guess, a little bit glitchy. It was weird. It was kind of jumping around. It was either accelerating really fast or being really slow, even if I was trying to do things quickly. It would also click on things that I wasn't trying to click on, and if I just move the mouse somewhere, it would actually click on things automatically sometimes. Again, probably just me being an idiot, but you know, again, wanted to make a note so that you know. In terms of battery life, you're looking at about 4 hours on web browsing and about an hour on gaming, although if you disconnect it from the wall, you will have some performance issues. due to the sort of fairly standard sort of battery saving technologies to turn down the clock speed of the GPU and the memory. Also, this battery life is pretty standard on most gaming laptops, so if you're looking for a good battery life, pretty much don't get a gaming laptop, so that's that. Other than that, yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it. That's kind of the pros and cons. In terms of scoring, I'm going to go for a 4 for 5 money. It's quite nice, and I'm generally impressed with it. In terms of performance, it's a well-performing laptop, so I'm going to give it a 5. In terms of functionality, I'm going to go for a 4 just because of the trackpad being a bit weird with me and the keyboard not being perfect. Also, I would like to see a USB Type-C port on here, but other than that, I'm pretty happy. In terms of styling, I'm going to have to give it a 5. It looks awesome, especially with the kind of ridged edges on the back and the brushed aluminium all around. And in terms of the TechteamGB score, I think I'm going to go for a 4 here, because it's not my personal favourite. The GS60 is my personal favourite, but yeah, it's still a nice laptop, and if you're looking for one, well, here's my thoughts, and that's the facts. Other than that, I'm going to go for a silver award. I think it's a nice laptop with a couple of areas for improvement, especially for us British users. But other than that, yeah, I'm overall pretty impressed, so there you have it. If you want to pick this laptop up, it'd be really awesome if you could use my Amazon affiliate links. It doesn't have to be just tech, it could be anything. If you're planning on buying stuff on Amazon, if you could click this link, it doesn't cost you anything. I'm not asking you to buy anything else, not asking you to pay any more money. Literally just click a link and I get help. So that would be awesome. Also, as usual, feel free to check out these videos 7 days early on Vessel. I hope you enjoyed the show. Let me know what you think of that, by the way. And if you haven't seen it, feel free to go check that out. It's up on both Vessel and on YouTube. And other than that, yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment if there's something I've missed or you would like to know anything else. Or just, you know, say hello. Other than that, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.